Hi, it's Sammy. Welcome to Veda Day. Honestly, I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what month it is. I don't know what year it is. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys some advice. I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to give me things that you need advice on. I also asked on my Tumblr. So yeah, let's get started. How do I start to feel comfortable in my body? I hate to show my bare legs because of discoloration and my shoulders because of my fat. And when I wear something tight-fitting, I make sure not to eat or drink anything to keep from bloating. Not eating is never the answer. It will cause you to actually bloat and retain water more, especially not drinking. So in turn, you're actually making yourself bloat it more by not eating and drinking because it causes your body to go into shock and it thinks, we're not eating, we have to save up everything so that we don't die, which is obviously not what you want. To feel comfortable in your body is going to be a difficult and long journey, but I promise with a little motivation and just time, you will learn to accept yourself no matter what you look like, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what weight you're at. You will at some point be, for the most part, at peace with yourself, and it'll be the best time of your life, trust me. What do I do if my BF/GF is ignoring me? If your significant other out of the blue has just started ignoring you, part of me feels like there has to be a deeper reason. So I would say confront them. Say, hey, I've noticed you've been a little distant recently. I'm just like wondering what's up. Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. Because if they really are your significant other, you should be able to have an open conversation with them. But if you do suspect that they are being distant and ignoring you because of other outside sources, like cheating, or they aren't really fully invested in the relationship anymore, talk to them about it, see how they're feeling. But all in all, if they in the end aren't as interested in you as you are interested in them, it's probably not going to end in the end goal marriage, you know? Okay, trigger warning, I'm about to talk about sex, so please do not watch this if you're triggered by sex, okay. You know how people have sex dreams? Yeah, I have those too. Problem is, they are all with girls. Does this mean I'm not straight? No, this is 100% does not mean you are not straight. Dreams usually have nothing to do with what you're feeling in everyday life, but if you are having these feelings when you are awake and in your right mind, and it is causing you to have these dreams, I'd say just explore it, see where it goes, see what you are. There's no harm in just thinking about what your sexuality is. But I wouldn't freak out and be like, oh my god, I had a dream about a girl, I'm gay. Like, no, I think that you just had a dream about a girl a couple times. Just figure out in real life if you actually have feelings for girls or if you have feelings for guys, or both, or none at all. Can I ask you for advice on how not to think about suicide? Keep yourself surrounded by people that love you and support you. And if you are feeling right now that you don't have anyone that loves and supports you, there is always a community on YouTube for you. If you feel like you need to be around people, go on YouNow, watch a broadcast, binge watch someone's videos. You need to keep your mind distracted and you need to keep yourself feeling like you are part of society. Even if you're feeling so depressed and suicidal that you can't leave your house, you still need to feel like you have some sort of human connection, and YouTube is honestly the perfect way to do that if you don't have anyone in real life, which I know is a common thing for a lot of people. So just try to keep yourself still doing basic human everyday things and you will hopefully get out of this slump. If you are feeling suicidal, you should always seek professional help. I will put some suicide hotlines you can call no matter what country you are in the description below. So yeah. Any advice for living with a family that doesn't accept you? I tell this to people all the time and I believe that people should live by it more. You don't get to choose your family. You are born into a family and it doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter what their interest is, and they don't have to love you, to have to stick by you. But if you really have a family that doesn't accept you and doesn't like you and you just don't get along with, your friends choose to be with you. Your friends choose to be around you. You get to pick your friends. You get to pick who you surround yourself by. So if you really don't have a family, I would try so hard to get a group of friends that you feel are your family and you can call your family and you can rely on as if they are your family. Because that's what I have. I have a great big group of friends. I have Jacob, I have Monique, I have a bunch of other people that are my family when I don't have any family I can go to. I'm getting bad grades in all my classes at school, and I keep photoshopping my report cards to show my parents. What do I do when it comes to the end of the school year and my parents see that I am possibly going to have to repeat 8th grade? You have gotten yourself into a really deep hole of lies and deceit, and parents don't like that. The only thing you can do right now, I know at my school at the end of the year they would like call the parents and talk about grades. You need to be the one to tell them that you have been failing all year. You've already lied to them a lot. They're not going to be happy if they have to hear about your lying from someone else. If you come clean and you say, hey, I'm really struggling, whether it's you're struggling with something else and you can't focus on school, or you seriously cannot understand what the teacher is telling you. It could be that you're dyslexic. I know in school my teachers caught it in like first grade that I was writing all my letters backwards and I couldn't read properly. They knew I was dyslexic. So it could be a learning disability. It could be that you are just in classes that are too high for you. It could be that you don't have the proper teachers or you need some sort of teaching aid, or it could be anything else. Ask your parents for a tutor, ask them, talk to them about why you can't understand what's being done in school or what problems are causing you to not be able to concentrate in school, and just have an open, honest relationship, because you're not going to get anywhere with lying and photoshopping. Even though I know sometimes that seems like a really good answer, but in the long term you're just gonna get screwed. This next one was sent to me on Instagram DM, which is very interesting. I don't usually check my Instagram DM, but I'm very glad that I did. How do I come out to my homophobic parents? I'm 14 years old and I've known for a year that I'm part of the LGBT community, trans to be exact. My brother came out as gay 3 years ago. My parents still haven't accepted him. I don't want to hide because I feel like if I come out it will lessen the burden on my brother, but at the same time I feel like my identity is harder to accept than his. I want my brother to not feel alone, but at the same time I'm terrified. What do I do? To me, the obvious answer to this question would be you just need to come out to your brother. If your brother is a member of the LGBTQ+ community, I'm pretty sure he'll accept you with open arms and he'll love you, and that way you guys can kind of support each other. And if he is a decent human being, he will understand why you don't want to come out to your parents, considering I'm sure he has already gone through hell, it sounds like, with your parents. He'll probably just love that he has someone in his house, in his family, that silently is getting his struggles. When the parents are at the dinner table and they're saying homophobic remarks about Caitlyn Jenner and Miley Cyrus, he'll know that he has an ally sitting right there across the table that is, you know, that not all the hate is just being thrown on him. There's someone else in the room that gets his struggle and is thinking, you're wrong, we're right, you don't know what you're talking about, you're ignorant. The L, the G, and the B is pretty much widely accepted by most people unless they're of an older generation. We're still working on the T. A lot of people aren't okay with the T, which is crazy. LGBT, why can't you just accept all the letters? LGBTQIA. I do understand how important it is for when you are a trans youth to start your transition young, because it'll make it easier for you in the future. 100% all the time is your safety, and that comes before anything else. So don't do anything rash. If you know your parents aren't accepting, try to wait as long as you physically can without putting yourself in any danger. How do I start to do what I want to do and not hide because I'm scared of being judged, if that makes sense? As long as you are not scared for your life and you're just scared of people judging you, I say just take the leap and do what you want. If you're just afraid of people's judgment, it goes away when you come home at night, and you will feel good at yourself for doing whatever you want to do, whether it's dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, having your certain hair color. You will feel happy with yourself, and if you're happy with yourself, you won't really care that much about other people's judgment. How do I express myself through my clothing style around my family? I can relate to this so much. I grew up in a household where if I wore anything other than a jeans and a t-shirt, my family would make remarks like, why are you all dressed up? Or, oh, got a hot date tonight? And it made me feel insecure about my outfit because it made me feel like I was overdressed for anything, even if I was just wearing like Oxford flats instead of tennis shoes. It was like, why are you wearing your nice shoes? And I'm like, I'm wearing my nice shoes because I want to. Why do you have to make me feel so bad for just wanting to dress nice and not just wear jeans and a t-shirt all the time? But after I just started not really caring and wearing whatever I want, it became the opposite, to where when I just wore a jeans and t-shirt, my family was like, are you sick? Why are you not in your usual fashion? See, it just takes families a long time to get used to it, and if you just start dressing however you want, your family will get used to it. For instance, when I was in my kawaii phase, it became a point where when I wasn't in my kawaii outfits, my family was like, are you okay? What? And yeah, they got used to it. Family, if they really love you, they will get used to anything that you wear. I'm thinking about turning this into a series called Advice Please. So if you would like to ask me a question to give you more advice, I would love to get anons on Tumblr. I would love to keep these all anonymous because I get that some of these are really personable. So please, personable. I think I meant personal. Send them to me on Tumblr and I will do them in the next Advice Please. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!